Doctor Who The Robot Revolution, the first episode of Series 15, or Season 2, is written by Russell T Davies and starring Ncuti Gatwa and Verada Sethiu. Very similar to Series 14, it starts off with the Christmas special, then 6 standalone episodes, and ends with 2-part finale. The story of the season is said to be about an epic quest getting Belinda back to Earth as the Doctor and his companion face wider terrors than ever before. So on June 2023, Russell T Davies wrote Series 15. By 18th of September 2023, 5 of the 9 scripts have been finished according to Davies' column in Doctor Who magazine. 2nd of January 2024, Davies' column said that Episode 5 was now on Draft 5, while Episode 6 was about to enter Draft 9. Getting the script ready has been described as epic, but all worth it. Russell, alongside Juno Dawson, Inua Ellams, Peter McTighe and Sharma Angel Wolfall came to write episodes for this season. When Series 14 filming was finished, on July 2023, crew were given a 4-week turnaround before the pre-production started for the next series. On 14th of August, each production block was given 10 weeks of preparation. Russell T Davies conceptualized the idea as a one-off story, but later reworked it into a series opener with a companion introduction. Russell said that the episode was difficult to write because he struggled with a turning joke about naming a star after someone into a full script. He also sees the episode as a wider narrative about the concerns surrounding artificial intelligence in a real-world context. It also explores themes around incel culture through a line in which Belinda refers to the planet as Planet of the Incels. Sir Phil Sims said he and Russell T Davies took inspiration from Forbidden Planet.
You'll meet a charming character in The Robot, able to produce on order 10 tons of lead or a slinky evening gown. Always.
And this island Earth when conceiving the sets.
Run, run!
The sets were created with a retro-futuristic appearance, influenced by the 1950s, which is cool. This episode is directed by Peter Hoare, so it begins at 2008, where Belinda and Alan sitting on the bench. Alan gives Belinda a star certificate, naming a star called Miss Belinda Chandra. Originally, this episode was going to open with Belinda's family, but Russell decided to cut this scene as he felt that a story about Belinda having a star named after her should start with Belinda having the star named after her. Pick-up and cutaway shots introducing her roommates were filmed while a later episode was in production. A hallway with a doorway had been constructed for these, with Russell T Davies saying he had to be careful and kind to the budget. So in the present day, Friday the 23rd of May, 2025, Belinda is no longer with Alan because he was controlling. She lives next to Mrs. Flood, like Ruby Sunday, but different house, which is interesting. So the robots broke in and took Belinda away.
I'll take care, Belinda. Bye-bye.
Transmat initiated.
Belinda says go and get Alan, which we'll get to later. And there's a tragic scene where a robot strikes at the cat. I love the look of Miss Belinda Chandra planet. The colour and effects is so beautiful. The Doctor has already arrived. Sasha 55 explains about the robots, which they are roboty cool.
The great AI generator, behold! Attention, citizens.
Especially the voice, and I think Nick Briggs did a splendid job. Both of the robots were manoeuvred by puppeteers, Stephen Love and Robert Strange. Both Love and Strange had a similar job with Wrath Warriors in The Star Beast, and Strange did Bogeyman in Space Babies. Evelyn Miller plays Sasha 55, who's been friends with the Doctor during the time stuck on Miss Belinda Chandra 1. I really like her. Max Parker plays Manny 58, who lives in Miss Belinda Chandra 1. He's badass. There's great battle scenes. I get a lot of Star Wars vibes in that. Murray Gold's music is phenomenal. I love the fact that it sounded like he was taking inspiration from John Williams one of the best music composers of all time. Also, Murray is one of the best as well. I love Scoot, the polishing robot that kept saying, polish, polish.
The pathway for Miss Belinda Chandra must be cleaned and polished.
Right. Thanks.
The inspiration was taken from Wall-E, Johnny 5, and R2-D2 and so on. I wouldn't mind having a polishing robot in my household, just so long as I can turn down the volume for the voice, and then it sucks up my problems and stays quiet. The droid was built with a similar 1950s aesthetic, primarily based on cars and home appliances of the time period. The episode's prop designer, Michael Van Kesteren, specifically named the Chevrolet Bel Air and Fiat 500 as examples of vehicles. I thought the X-ray blanket was pretty cool. And there's a sad scene where Sasha dies. The Doctor and Belinda were surprised where the AI generator asked Belinda if she was married.
Are you married? Belinda, beloved, behold!
And revealed to be Alan Budd, who became the AI generator, which the name was misread, as it turned out to be Al Generator. I like what they're going for. This was designed to appear large and imposing, with the set and art design teams collaborating to determine where Alan would be inside the machine. The set for the throne room where Belinda is initially brought in was reused for the sets that had contained AI Generator's room on Stage 3 at Bad Wolf Studios in Wales. The design team placed the head of the generator's design just below the centerpiece of the room in order to create the illusion that the room acted like a crown for the generator and that the room was an extension of him. Belinda telling robots to get him while being kidnapped is what led Alan into this in the first place. And there's a cool scene where Belinda takes hold of Alan's copy of the star certificate, creating a time paradox, seeing Alan ages forwards and backwards. Then Alan got reduced to sperm cell, so he has no longer the control of the robots. As everyone says goodbye, the Doctor requested Manny to change the planet name, so he named it after Sasha 55. Barada Sethu plays Belinda Chandra, Belle for short, worked as a nurse and became the Doctor's companion. All she wanted is to get back home. I really like that character. I didn't think her story was bad as people making it out to be. On April 2024, Sethu was announced to be the next companion for Series 15. Before the character made her first appearance, a Series 14 episode, Boom, came out. Verada made a surprise appearance as a character called Mundy Flynn.
A quantum level chain reaction in the subject's DNA. You are the explosive.
I'm a Time Lord.
And because Russell loved her performance in that episode, he wanted her to be the next companion. When the companion's name was revealed, I was not surprised when some fans would theorize that Belinda Chandra could be related to Rani Chandra, one of the characters from a spin-off, The Sarah Jane Adventures. So the Robot Revolution explains that Mundy is Belinda's descendant. The idea of a companion's actor appearing as different characters before companion's introduction had already done with Martha Jones, played by Freema Agyeman, and Clara Oswald, played by Jenna Coleman. I love the fact that Belinda criticised the Doctor for when he said he promised to save people, but someone died, and also scanning her DNA without her permission.
You tested my DNA without even asking my permission. God. You're dangerous.
And I do think it's a very reasonable response, because in real life, a lot of us would react the same way in that scenario. There's a great setup for a story arc where the TARDIS can't land on Earth 2025, and my jaw dropped where a piece of Eiffel Tower, taxi cab, Statue of Liberty, and 2025 calendar are floating in space. I thought Ncuti Gatwa is brilliant as the 15th Doctor. He is getting better and better, and absolutely nails the crying. This episode is robotally fun start of the season. I actually thought it was a pretty good. I had a good time watching it. What did you think of the Robot Revolution? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I think my flat could do with yeah, I'll see you in the next video.